Welcome to Same Cast Different Day podcast. I am Marshall Rowland,
And I'm Tina Marie.
and we got some tea to talk about tonight on this episode. We got a lot of stuff to talk about on this
He want to
episode.
be messy this episode, y'all.
I wasn't gonna be messy. I'm not gonna be messy. But y'all, why did Tina come for me the other yesterday? Because so I was at work, right? And I was digging through my bag and I was just digging. I'm like, what's this in here? And I was like, oh, Tina, guess what's in here? She gonna say, what, your remote? I'm like, that y'all, she be trying to do me. I just want y'all to know that. She be
So but he don't remember ever putting it in there before. But I remember when he found it and he was looking for it for a very long time. That time, but you don't remember that though.
okay.
Okay.
I don't even remember putting it in here this time. I don't know how I got in there.
Uh, you put it in there.
I did. Something.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Um, so let's talk about bikes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like the bike lane. I don't like bikes being on the road. The simple fact is, if I'm going on the road and the speed limit is between 35 miles per hour, 30 to 35 miles per hour, and you want to be on a bicycle holding up traffic, it pisses me off. And then the simple part about it is because it was like a construction zone had came up, so he couldn't ride where he was riding at. So he decided to dart across traffic and then get on the sidewalk still. Like, why you ain't just do that in the first place instead of making 14 cars just had to drive behind you for miles? Just get on the fucking sidewalk. That's all you had to do was get on the sidewalk. Why was that so hard to do in the first place? I don't like that. I don't like it, and it needs to be gone. And then they took away all the 4-lane roads, and they made everything 2-lane, and then and the made all them stupid bike lanes and them cement things. I don't like Cavalier Johnson. At first, I used to try to cover it up a little bit on here, but I don't like. I just say mayor, but I don't like him. I don't like
We talked about this before.
him.
It's a law that they're supposed to be in the street.
Well, they need to figure out something else. 'Cause it don't work for me. And then on top of that, they supposed to follow traffic laws like cars, and they don't do it.
That's true. They are supposed to follow traffic laws. That's true.
And they
And
don't.
that's true. They don't. But they are supposed to be. This is why they got all the bike lanes now.
They don't do them but cause traffic jams. That's all it's doing. It's causing traffic jams. It's a mess, and I don't like it. But I got some breaking news for you guys from Johnny Parnas about food stamp benefits, and I'm going to play that video for you. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if he's going to go through with what the courts told him that he had to do, but I'm going to play the video for you. And he was joined by, I believe, a U.S. Senator.
Breaking news. A lot of confusion going on in regards to ACA subsidies and SNAP benefits for...
I don't want him to give you any bad information. This is Congresswoman Kamala Gerdau, so I'm going to take it from here. Yes, a judge has ruled that Trump is a bozo, and he does not have the authority to not pay SNAP benefits. That's right. He actually has the money right now, a contingency fund, to pay the SNAP benefits so that hungry children can continue to get food. He doesn't want to do it because he's a stone cold Grinch. But the judge has said, don't be Grinch, be a president, and pay this money out so that starving babies and children and mothers can get their SNAP benefits. That's the breaking news.
I just want to add, and single fathers also, so I don't like the fact that they always leave single fathers out of that conversation also. Single fathers, you know, because they do exist. I'm just saying. But yeah, so for those of you who are wondering about the SNAP benefits and everything, like I said, a judge ordered that Trump does have to pay out those SNAP benefits. I don't know if he has paid out them SNAP benefits. I don't know when they come out during the month, but hopefully we'll find out soon.
They are loaded onto cards based on the second to last digit of your social security number. So each number has a different date.
Oh, or there you go. So if you get SNAP benefits, let us know if you got your SNAP benefits. So, and I did have a video about SNAP benefits. This is one man who said he was talking about him and his wife didn't know they was eligible for SNAP benefits because she was going to school for, I believe, like a PhD or something like that, or she had just finished. She was working in like research or something like that, and he was trying to go back to graduate school for his degree, but COVID hit, and then life hit, and they had a baby, and then at the end of COVID, they had another baby, and then he was mostly because her job was basically a higher income and she was further along with her degree. So he decided to stay at home with the kids while she went to work. So basically, he was like, we was living off a $60,000 a year income that was supposed to support 4 people. And he was like, we didn't know that we were eligible for SNAP benefits. He said, people look at me and be like, I know like the person that you see as a SNAP recipient, but I am one of those people who receives SNAP benefits. And then because there's been a lot of people, and and it's not just white people, it's been black people talking about no, there are people like celebrating and dancing. They were celebrating and dancing, these people not being able not having their SNAP benefits and being able to feed their kids and themselves. And that was just totally wrong. There was this one black man, he was wearing Jesus, like a Jesus Saves shirt. So you were like you were a Christian or whatever, and that's not very Christian like to be in the store dancing about people not being able to get their benefits to feed themselves. So yeah, on both sides of the aisle, like I said, it was like, oh, they can't buy junk food and this and that, and they're not going to spend my tax dollars on junk food, and then they just looking at it like it was just black people that receive these benefits, and it's not just black people that's on that get SNAP benefits. Just so y'all know. And then for all you people who live in red states, by the way, Trump is currently, and he said he's actually doing it. He's currently rewriting the Social Security Administration's like guidelines to how when you can receive them, or what age you can receive them, or how you can receive them. Basically, how you can when you apply for it and the whole process of going through approval. He's changing all of it, and it's going to affect the people who live in red states the most. So we're going to keep you guys posted on that story also. But anyways, let's get into it though, because boy, let me tell y'all about some gossip that happened over Halloween. Are y'all familiar with Kayla Nicole? Anybody feel familiar with her?
Mm-hmm. Travis
So
Kelce, ex-girlfriend.
yeah, so this is them. This is them right here. And see, this was when Travis Kelce was fine. I mean, he was fine when he was with Kayla Nicole, and then he got with Taylor and looked like that now. But
It's called the Black Girl Effect.
yes, yes. Oh, so just like I say, she was that's Kayla Nicole, Travis Kelce's former, I mean, ex-girlfriend. He was better looking. I'm just gonna keep saying that now. He looked like a redneck. But for her Halloween, people are saying she was throwing shade at Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift when she posted a video up as Tony Braxton. Now, to the copyright reasons, I can't show y'all the video. But like I said, if y'all those who's watching the live broadcast, go back and watch this live, that it was this scene right here. From Tony Braxton's "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me" video, and she did the dance routine and everything. And then look at this right here. This is what Travis Kelce loved, to go with that stick figure billionaire. This is what he loved. Because I'm pretty sure y'all know, the Swifties gonna hate me for this, but she turns out here. Um, but yeah, this is what he left. Yes, okay, I threw a little bit of shade at Taylor. I'm sorry, but it's true though. She ain't got no hips. She ain't got no butt out. She ain't got no thighs. She don't got.
She's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. She is a very pretty girl.
Give her that.
Oh my gosh.
But the shade though, what she did with that, because apparently I don't know that Taylor, somebody, it was some rumor that going around on the internet that Taylor Swift had said something about Kayla in one of her songs. So Kayla was like, okay, I got you. I got just wait till Halloween. And then she put this out. Your man wasn't man enough for me. What were you thinking? Oh, the shade. The shade.
The shade.
Uh, I'm on Team Kayla 100%. I just want everybody know that I'm on Team Kayla.
We can tell.
So let's talk about some more Hollywood guys because guess what? And Cardi B. Boy, so okay, listen to this. Offset is he's in his feelings. He is feeling some kind of way about Cardi B and Stefan Diggs. Ooh, I don't know why I said Digger, but Stefan Diggs. Offset released a new album, Haunted by Fame, and on one of the tracks, he takes a dig at Cardi B and Stefan in one of the songs, saying, "I'm on my way to the money, not stopping. How the fuck you go? How the fuck you leave Jordan for Robin? For Rodman, I mean." You a fool if you think I'm hurt. You ain't happy. I know how it works. He also added how you marry and giving birth to how you marry and giving birth to get help. Oh wait, I messed up, y'all. How you married and giving birth, get some help, bitch. You going berserk. I got it right that time.
Good job. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put my 2 cents in on this whole debacle he got going on. So he really got some nerve, y'all. So the IRS and the Georgia Department of Revenue have hit Offset with a federal tax lien, bringing his unpaid total tax bill to $2,353,692. I need him to have several seats.
He has the right to be mad. He loved his woman. He misses his woman. And then his woman have the nerve, the audacity to get with someone else. Well, never mind. Wait, was he fucking around on her? That's why they broke up?
Multiple times.
I don't know how
crashed out. She crashed out very publicly every time.
Yeah, I can't help you, brother. I tried to think of excuses. I can't help you. I don't even know how to help you. I can't. I was gonna say she did all this to you in public, but then you done did some real public stuff. So I don't even know. I can't have your side either. But she loved being pregnant though, because ever since she did that the Kodak Black, what that ain't the song, is it?
Bodak Yellow?
Yeah, Kodak Black.
Yellow?
Ever since, yeah, Yellow, whatever the hell it's called. You know that woman, you know what I'm talking about. Ever since that, she been pregnant.
She wanted to have a lot of kids. She can afford them. She take care of them.
It's true, but still. Let's talk about the Kardashians. First, we're gonna talk about Kourtney.
Oh Lord.
So I feel like these women just doing anything to stay in the eye of the public. So Kourtney is selling lollipops for the vagina. I don't get the point of that concept. Like, you just unwrap the sucker and you just stick it up there. Like, are you playing with yourself with the sucker? Is it supposed to make it sweet before some oral stuff go on down there? Like, what is the point of a vagina lollipop?
Please don't go around sticking candy in y'all vaginas.
That don't sound very safe.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
It's coming from a healthcare professional.
Just don't.
So, like I said, they are willing to put their name on anything. I just found out they were filming that TV show, that reality show. Instead of it being called Keeping Up with the Kardashians, it's just called The Kardashians now. They were making a big deal because Rob and Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, was made an appearance on the show. Here's the thing. I didn't know people were still watching their reality TV show. And it's on top at this point, what are they doing on there to get people to watch? Because I don't see anything on there worth watching. And the fact that they've been
their life.
Right, it's their life, but it's like we all know this shit ain't real. And it's the fact that, like, for this been going on for 20 years. 20 years. They got like 20 seasons of this Kardashian stuff. And it's like now, like, okay, none of them was going through divorce. As far as I'm concerned, they all got a man except for Kim now. So it's like everybody's happy. So like, what is it to watch? Like, well, why are people still watching this? Like, there's no excitement left.
Because they're keeping up with the Kardashians.
It's not called keeping up with the Kardashians no more. It's just the
It
Kardashians.
don't matter. But that's what people are doing. They're
I
keeping
used to
up
watch
with
it.
the Kardashians.
I used to watch it because of Rob Kardashian, but now, I mean, he's still. But I'm just saying, I used to watch Rob, and like I said, I don't find anything about the entertaining. Like, and I remember a few years ago. This is some years ago, and I remember Kim saying it's so hard to be yourself and have people to like you. Like, it's really hard being us. I'm like, is it though? Is it really hard being a Kardashian?
It probably
Well,
is. You got to keep up an image. So I wouldn't like that.
they gotta keep up an image, but on top of that, though, it's like y'all don't have talent. She said that it's the talent. They say what they do is the talent on the show. That's their talent. The reality show is their talent, but like y'all don't have a real talent to keep y'all relevant. So it's almost like
They stay relevant by setting trends, which they
they're
really are
in a
taking
long time.
trends.
They're not set. They
Right.
ain't set a trend. They ain't started a trend. They ain't be able to keep up with the
That's what
trend.
I said. Like they setting trends, to the younger people that don't know no better. But I just feel like it is probably really hard for them to be who they are and stay in the public eye like that. That is a talent to me, and then because people want their lifestyle, they can market and sell products because people want to be like them. That's how
I,
they make their money.
I ain't never heard a little black girl or white girl say, "I want to be a Kardashian."
You know what I mean? It's the aesthetic.
I mean, yeah, I get what you saying, the aesthetic of their whole lifestyle or whatever, but I'm just still like, uh, and then, I mean, like I feel like real, like we're like this supposed to be like a family TV show, and they supposed to have like the family dramas, and I feel like the family drama be fake. What's real family drama is what's going on with the Braxtons that I'm gonna cover in the next episode because there's been some going on over there on that Braxton side. But yeah,
Clock it.
I'm just not. I'm just like, girl, especially that one with the milk dud that shaved off her head and bald. Now I think her name's Tawanda Braxton, the least famous of the Braxton sisters.
Be nice.
Oh. Um,
Mommy.
I don't even know how to describe her because I'm like, what can you say she's famous for? Like besides the TV show, I'm like, I don't know.
Did she sing background vocals with the rest of them?
Oh right, she used to do background vocals for
Oh my gosh.
Tony Braxton when she goes on tour. She do background
Oh my
vocals. For Toni
gosh.
Braxton.
Oh my gosh.
Right, she had that going for herself. I don't think she do that no more. I think Tony got real background. I mean,
Ooh.
people who are not her siblings. That was not
Why
supposed
is
to
it so shady?
Mommy, I get it.
not supposed to come up like that. So it was people who are, not her family as background dancers. Singers, whatever. You know what? I'm afraid going because you ain't afraid having me sitting up here getting real messy. Let's talk about Rosie O'Donnell.
You can get messy now again.
I know, just a little bit. So Rosie O'Donnell is worried about the well-being of her daughter Chelsea because the comedian child is set to spend time in prison. Girl. Chelsea reportedly had been struggling with addiction for an extended period of time. She was sentenced to 6 years on probation in January following an arrest of which involved drugs. And this is according to US Weekly. And then when I got to this part, I was like, what? Word. A Wisconsin judge sentenced her to prison after she was accused of breaking the terms of her probation on October 22nd. So that means I'm like, you on probation? Like, was you on probation in Wisconsin this whole time? Like, so like, has her daughter been living in Wisconsin this whole time and just like somewhere doing like meth and like heroin and whatever it is, the drugs that rich people do? But anyway, An official from the drug treatment place court spoke to U.S. Weekly. I don't even think they're supposed to be allowed to do that. Like, if you from the treatment place, ain't they HIPAA? You should be speaking on these people stuff. But anyway, they spoke to U.S. Weekly, right? And Chelsea, who is Rosie, and her partners, I want to say Lilo Carpenter. I don't know how you pronounce that. They adopted her in 1997. But anyway, she was in violation of her probation, and because of a sexual assault allegation against her. Right, girl. So then they said that she hasn't shown any progress in this drug treatment program, and Chelsea, who has been in custody since that September, could end up at the Chichita Correctional Institution, a medium security prison in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Ugh.
That is an all women's prison in Wisconsin, by the way. I didn't know she was in Wisconsin. When you told me that, I was like, "What do you mean, Rosie O'Donnell's?"
I didn't know she. I didn't know
is
she
locked
was
up in Chichita. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because I'm like, well, didn't Rosie move overseas with a kid? So I'm like, so
Yeah,
that's when I first heard the story, I'm thinking that was that kid they was talking about facing jail time, not this adult kid that's has sexual assault allegations and is in jail. A mess, girl. And y'all, and they be talking about black folk drama. That's topping black folk drama right there. I'm just saying
man, what you on this episode?
that. What you mean? Ain't nothing wrong with a little tea.
Okay.
Okay, since Tina want to be on me, let's get into some serious news. I should have heard of this story, but anyway, a jury found a former Illinois sheriff deputy guilty of second-degree murder in the fatal shooting of Sonia Massey. Sean Grayson, a former sergeant, Sangamon County deputy, in the fatal shooting of Massey in July of 2024. After she called 911, she called 911 to report a possible intruder at her home in Springfield, Illinois. Grayson had been charged with a total of 3 counts in connection with Massey's death, first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, official misconduct. He pled not guilty to all counts. Following the 7-day trial, the jury was given the option of considering second-degree murder. Grayson's sentence is set for sentencing on January 29, 2026. He could be sentenced from 4 to 20 years in prison or to be given probation. And I hope he get the jail time because he deserves what he get. And also sick of these cops killing innocent people and getting away with it. It ain't fair and it ain't right.
Yeah, it was a lot of people that was upset that he didn't get hit with the first degree murder charge instead of he got the second degree. Instead, I'm happy he got charged with something. So now I'm kind of curious to see how much jail time he's actually going to get.
Right.
That was crazy. I remember when I believe we played that video on here.
I remember covering the story when it happened. I didn't know about this whole trial. I didn't know there was a jury trial or any of this. I didn't know until it just popped up on my feed, like sheriff, deputy, or sergeant found guilty of whatever. I'm like, oh, I forgot all about this. But I'm happy. I'm really happy that the family finally got their justice. It might be the justice that they wanted, but at least they're getting something, I should say, because most people who get shot and killed like that by the police, nothing. Because what's her name? Breonna Taylor, still waiting. I'm still waiting for her justice. Trayvon Martin. I believe they got the ones for George Floyd, right? Yeah, I believe they did. But yeah, I'm happy the family got their justice. So, speaking of our city, I've already stated I don't like our mayor. I don't like any of his policies that he's came up with. The fact that people who own properties within the city of Milwaukee County, whatever you want to call it, city of Milwaukee. If you own a property within the city of Milwaukee, your property tax will be going up 3% next year due to MPS not having enough money in their budget. But They're constantly closing schools. They're merging schools together. They're all selling buildings, and those buildings are being turned into apartment buildings. So, and then you don't even have a lot of kids going to school. So what is all this money for? What are we using all this money for? And how are and then on top of that, the old superintendent, they still pay that person out almost $200,000, even though they fired that person. And then y'all brought in another person, and y'all still got to pay them whatever y'all agreed to pay them. Then y'all had an interim person, so they was just wasting money at this point. They were wasting money, and now here they go crawling to the people who own properties, taxpayers, homeowners, to try to make up for this deficit. And it's like I said, like and it's like I feel like it constantly every single time. It's always just the middle class working people that get screwed. Whether it's a Democratic, like I said, most of our city officials are Democrat here, and we're still being screwed. And if there were Republicans, we would still be getting screwed just on the simple fact that nobody cares about the everyday working class people that get up and go to a job every single day. Nobody cares because we fund the tax cuts that goes to, these big corporations and these millionaires and billionaires. We fund their tax cut, and then at the same time, we're getting fund. We fund the Social Security program. We fund, the SNAP benefits program. We fund Medicaid. We fund all that stuff. All that stuff that people go and get the free child care. We fund all of that stuff. And what do us middle class people get in return? Absolutely nothing. Can't even get a tax cut. We get nothing. But anyway, back to my rant. Starting November 1st, Milwaukee will send 30,000 letters to habitual parking violators. Drivers must pay fines, set a court date, or start a payment plan, or risk a toll on January 1st. The city hopes to recover some of the 17 million unpaid fines that also funds the streetcar. Now, the city was talking about discontinuing the streetcar, but here's the thing though. The streetcar was originally paid for with a federal grant. So if they discontinue it, the city will have to pay back that grant. That the government the grant that they got from the government to build this whole streetcar line and get the streetcar, whatever, was $48 million. They're trying to figure out how to come up with $14 million to fund the public bus system. That they added all these. I remember they're back. What was it, like a year or two ago? They're talking about how they were adding lines. They bought all these new electric buses and all these other kind of things, and we have these new fancy whatever lines they call them. And now you guys have expanded the bus system, and then y'all saying that the reason y'all gonna have to start cutting lines because people are skipping out on paying their bus fare. No, it
Oh
sounds like
yeah, they did say that too.
yeah,
They just said that. Yeah.
yeah. That sounds like no. It sounds like misappropriate was appropriation of funds. That's what it sounds like. So, nobody's handling money well. And once again, this is another thing now. Now because we already don't tax the property homeowners on their properties to fund the public school system, but we're still short and we need $17 million and we need more money. So we're gonna, make stricter parking rules, and now we're gonna send out these letters to now we need to collect this $17 million in unpaid parking tickets. Like I said, just a bunch of freaking crooks, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I need another sippy. This show's got me exhausted, darling. Mm.
That's you spilling all the tea and going on all the rants.
I know, right? I should have.
I don't know what you. I looked at the notes and I said, okay.
You know what? I was like, it's all important. So let's just talk about it. So Mike Johnson, I feel like we've been talking about him a lot on the show lately, and I'm sick of talking about him. At least I wish we could just come on here and have good debates, talk about TV shows sometimes, and have like a good show, happy vibes. But no, this government just won't let us do it. So House Speaker Mike Johnson said on Tuesday that he does not see a path for Donald Trump to seek a third term. He goes on to say, it's been a great run, but I think the president knows, and he knows I have talked about it. The oh, wait. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm sorry, I was having a moment. The constrictions of the Constitution, as much as many of the American people, oh my God, limit that. My autocorrect messed this whole thing up. But anyways, Johnson said during a news conference on Capitol Hill, he also goes on to say that I did not see a way to amend the Constitution because it takes about 10 years to do that, as you all know, to allow all the states to ratify what to what to allow all the states to ratify the Constitution to basically like give Trump a third term or be able to run for a third term. You need 2/3 of the House and 3/4 of the states will have to approve the third term or be it for president to be able to run for a third term. So I do not see a path for that because I'm telling you that we are not going to take our foot off the gas pedal. He's still trying to find a way. They're still trying to find a way for Trump to have this third term. And I just don't understand why my nose just got so freaking itchy at that moment. And it's really bothering me. But I don't ever see why, like, why? We don't want, nobody wants a third term of Donald Trump. All his, not to say all, a lot of his supporters is turning on him. We have people within his own party turning against him on Capitol Hill. Like, really. And then,
So this is my thoughts about it. I kind of feel like they're trying to get the third term in the Constitution, and then that way they can somehow get who they want in office, somebody possibly a little bit younger. That way they can serve all 12 years, you know, and they can really do some damage. Because honestly, I feel like the few presidents that have had consecutive terms,
mhm.
they were just getting some policies, you know what I'm saying, some things into play during their second term. So like they set the foundation in the first term, and then the second term is when everything started to kind of roll out, right? But it's very few presidents that serve consecutive terms.
Mhm. Um, like I said, only they would probably try to set up JD Vance to run because he can still run for president and he can still be able to serve all 8 years, especially at his age that he had, which would give them that
I'm not
consistency.
quite sure how to help you with that.
Well, hello, Alexa.
I never even said her name, but that's what that can give them that what you said that 12 years that they're looking for. But hopefully the American people is really learning from this big mistake that they had or done and is willing to do better come next presidential election. But speaking of presidents, well, let's talk about our vice president. So JD Vance is facing some backlash after a statement he made about his wife for suggesting that his wife should embrace Christianity. Once again, this is America where we are supposed to have the freedom of religion. Yet, from what I have seen from the Republican Party, they have been trying to show the Christianity, the way of life of it down people's throats. They will make laws. They've been making laws trying to tell people that what they're doing is wrong and it's not very Christian to them. And they try to, base like this country should only have everybody in this country should follow Christian values. But I'm like, we are supposed to have the freedom of religion. So they're just like telling somebody that's Muslim or that they're or a Jewish person, like, oh yeah, you got to stop celebrating your religion, your heritage. You're just gonna have to convert over to Christianity once you become an American or move into America, or just are you American citizen? Like you're just gonna have to follow Christianity. Like, no, I don't like it. And I don't like the fact that it shoves down the throat like that. Like I just cannot stand it.
My question is, why did you marry her then? Let's just
That
start there.
Why did you marry her? Let
You
us
knew
know.
that when you met.
Yeah, let us know why you marry her. Like, if you are not a fan of her religion, why did you marry a woman? Because I believe his wife is Muslim or Indian or something like that. Is she Muslim or Indian? I don't know. She's one of the two. But yeah, why would you marry her in the first place? Because this whole president and his government and everything they're doing is a mess, down to what this man is trying to do in Nigeria. So Donald Trump said he ordered the Pentagon to begin planning a potential military action in Nigeria as he's setting up crap as he set up allegations that the government is failing to okay, yeah, that's right. That the government is failing to rein in the prosecution of Christians in the West African country. Donald Trump said that he will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. Then he started talking about Islamic and terrorism, and some went down this whole Donald Trump rabbit hole to the point where it just made no sense. But it was prove the point about how Republicans are forcing Christianity on the people. There are people being beaten and being killed in their own country for being gay, for being Muslim, for being Jewish. You know, there were people being beaten for being what they call, when Trump was calling it the China virus, people were being beaten. Um, and while all this stuff is going on in his own country, he's up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on True Show Social doing whatever, posting pictures of AI videos and pictures when his own country is like literally falling apart. And this is what our commander in chief is doing.
It's to look at disgust for me.
Oh dang! I had to look at disgust on.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to. I
Mhm.
really wasn't. I wasn't trying to. Okay.
Well, let me get into somebody else who we're tired of hearing about in the news. Diddy. So just a quick little update, just a little quick little something. So he has been transferred to the president, the prosecution wanted him to service sentence in DCI Fort Dix, and he was assigned to laundry duty. Quick little update.
I'm sick of him. So he in charge of cleaning people dirty drawers. That's what he get. You was sitting up there watching women bang your girlfriend. They nothing on her, nothing in her, whatever they was doing, wild baby oils and the rubber duckies they was playing with and stuff. And this is what you get.
You
Now
and
you,
those rubber duckies, man.
I still want to know what they was doing with the rubber duckies. Y'all don't understand. I really want to know, because when they had showed the evidence pictures like rubber duckies, and they're like, what is y'all possibly doing with rubber duckies during sex? Like, I want to know. Explain it to me. I want to know. Did anybody have any idea what they were doing with rubber duckies? What can you do with rubber duckies during sex? I want to know. Okay, before my tirade go on a little bit too long, let's talk about the National Guard. So states will have to have a rapid response National Guard unit for civilian disturbances by January 1st. Most states are required to have 500 members part of this force. This was an executive order signed by Donald Trump back in August. Basically, he wanted a rapid response thing, National Guard for when people are out protesting. So they basically, so as people start going out protesting, he's gonna see it as a civil disturbance, and it'd be a reason for him to have to deploy the National Guard. And in order to be a part of this fight, and each state got to have 500, and these people have to go through some type of training in order to be a part of it. It's just another waste of money, in my personal opinion.
Of course it is. A total incomplete waste of money and time.
Yeah. So the Supreme Court still has not updated anything about the Voting Rights Act. They heard both sides of this case of the Voting Rights Act. We're still waiting to hear back because somebody sued saying that the Rights Act was unconstitutional. And like I said, if you don't know what the voting rights is, that's what gave Black people the right to vote. Let's just say African Americans the right to vote, because back then, even though they were given the rights to vote after the Civil War, Black people were basically being denied the right to vote, or they had to jump through so many hoops doing competency tests. I forgot what kind of tests they were doing. It was all these kind of hoops that Black people had to jump through in order to be able to vote, in which basically they were being denied the right to vote in the South, which gave us the Voting Rights Act, which made it like, hey, you can't stop them from vote, whether they can't read, write, whatever it is, they have the right to vote. So let's talk about the Head Start program. Due to this government shutdown, the Head Start program is now being affected by it. Funding for it was paused as they were set to receive their budgets between October 1st and November 1st. They will not be receiving their funding due to the shutdown. Some programs have already been forced to shut down. Some here in Wisconsin have already announced they will be shut down at the beginning of November. The closure could cause families to miss work or create significant stress for families who rely on the program for childcare and early education. This impact is not nationwide, as the programs receive in different states. They receive their grants at different times during the year. So if you are a family in the state of Wisconsin, just know, child care. I mean, the early Head Start program is possible closed. It's closing, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Because like at that point, like that people rely on that when you can't, like, you finally get to that age, like, ooh, I ain't gotta pay for daycare no more.
Oh, I didn't catch the shade. I didn't catch the shade.
Say, I was like, because I just thought about how you were so happy about saving that money
Yeah.
instead of
And then
paying.
I didn't. And then I couldn't.
But yeah, Tina had a backup plan. Most people, I know there are some people out there who can't afford a backup plan and don't have a backup plan. So hopefully they somehow get this situated and be able to get these kids off to their education and these Head Start programs so that parents can go to work.
Yes.
So the government shut down. So the government has been shut down for 32 days now. Open enrollment for affordable health care, also known as Obamacare, are seeing between 17 to 30% increases in healthcare premiums. The states that uses healthcare.gov are seeing 30%, and the states that use benchmark plans are seeing a 17%. Every day this shutdown goes on and continues to build, and he continues to build his ballroom, show how much he really cares about the American people. I just want you to know that if you voted for Trump, you voted for Trump, you voted for this. You voted for healthcare to be taken away. You voted for SNAP benefits to be taken away. A lot of people who voted for Trump depends on SNAP, by the way. You voted for the air traffic controllers and federal employees to not get paid. You voted for people who put personal gain first over serving the American people, which is their job. You created this problem. Also, let's see how fast he can get this ballroom built without the people he's trying to throw out this country. I'm just saying. And I got a video for y'all. And this video is hopefully I'll upload it. It's supposed to be of President.
So, Virginia,
It's of President Obama. So I'm gonna play the video for y'all. Here we go.
So, Virginia, here's the good news. If you can't visit a doctor, don't worry. He will save you a dance.
This man went out there and gave a speech and read for filth at the same time. To the MAGAs out there, if you didn't get your SNAP benefits today,
don't worry. He will save you a dance.
If you got that letter from your insurance company that your premium is going from $30 a month to $300 a month,
don't worry. He will save you a dance.
And everything that's happening, he calls it out himself that it's just all distractions. We all know the scapegoats.
DEI. You got a flat tire? DEI. Wife mad at you? DEI.
So they're doing all these outlandish things like their Roaring 20s party to distract you.
The government is shut down, and the Republicans who currently are in charge of Congress, they're not even pretending to solve the problem.
This is for Pyman, the demon of the house. Y'all can't play in this man's face.
They have not even been showing up to work.
Girl, how you gonna fix the problem but you're not here? You haven't even sent your out of office email response. And this is exactly why that man is and was and probably forever will be my favorite president. Because really, how are you trying to fix the problem but y'all not showing up to work? How are you having all these press conferences that could have been a simple email when none of the rest of the staff is showing up for work? They haven't been here forever, and they just said it again that they're going to adjourn the House until November 10th. Y'all not showing up for work, but y'all care about the shutdown? Stop playing in our faces.
My president is black.
I had forgot about that. So they had a whole like 1920 Halloween party or something like that Donald Trump attended or whatever. And like, dude, you attended this extravagant party when all this is happening outside the walls of this party. Like, go fix this problem, but instead we're gonna have a Roaring 20 party.
That's the year they stuck in their mindset.
Yes, they want to go back to that time. Like I keep telling you, they want to go back to a time where women did not have the right to vote. Black people had to sit in the back of the bus. Black people were mostly maids and nannies for their kids. They want to go back to a time where we can't use the same bathrooms as them. We can't go in through the front door. We gotta go in through the back door. They want to go back to a time when white people ruled everything, where black people had no say so. They had no, they fear black people. They want to go back to a time where they can put on their little white hoods and go into these black neighborhoods and burn them down and start and lynch people. They want to go back to that's the glory days to them kind of people. Like when I see MAGA people, that's what I mean. Like y'all want to go back to the glory days where you can just go out in the streets and kill innocent black kids or black people like how they did Emmett Till. That's what y'all want to go back to. That's the time period that you want to live in. And if you sitting up here like, no, that is, yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you're a white person watching this right now or streaming this or listening to this, wherever you listening to this episode, and you're sitting there saying, I'm not a racist. I have one black friend. You're a racist. I'm just gonna prop you're a racist. So let's talk about ICE. ICE is considering hiring private bounty hunters to target immigration and giving them a monetary performance bonus. Basically, the more people they capture, the more the bonus will be. What is the point of ICE if we're going to hire private agencies to do their job? Like, is that the whole point of ICE for y'all to go out and track these illegal immigrants and then deport them out the country? But then at the same time, y'all still ain't giving these people a fair hearing, because even though they're not American citizens, if you are arrested in America, you have the right to a fair hearing before being deported. And a lot of these people, some of these people were not having any hearings, and they were just deporting them. Like they had a 4-year-old sitting in went to a courtroom, an immigration hearing. A 4-year-old at an immigration hearing by himself, representing himself, and he got deported. Yeah, that's America for you. Oh, that's the story about. Oh, I get a break.
All right, let's get into something they're trying to make us forget: the Epstein files.
I had forgot. Release the files. Open the government and release the files. Oh, sorry, I had a tag. I'm sorry for y'all ears. I'm sorry.
So, Buckingham Palace released an announcement, memo. I don't know what they're called. that Prince Andrew will be stripped of his royal titles and will be forced to relocate. So now, from now on, so his older brother is doing this to him. So from now on, he's going to be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. And allegedly, this is all due to the supposed connection between him and Jeffrey Epstein.
I remember I reported a few episodes ago that some new files came out, and he was on a manifest going from New York to Epstein Island. So did he do something with the underage girls on there, or what he doing that? Ooh, we need to find out what he did on that island.
I don't know, but they ain't playing with him. Not you got stripped of your royal titles and got kicked out the house. Something happened.
Right, something had to happen. He probably told them the truth, and they like, yeah, we're gonna separate ourselves from you because we don't want no part of that. So, who's the current king now? Yeah, the current king. Oh, I think it's Charles, King Charles.
That's his brother, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Right. That's who's stripping him of his titles.
Yeah, we just gonna like, hey, just gonna like, I'm gonna make this public announcement. And we're gonna take away your title for now. We're gonna let this die down, probably. But if it die down, but if this turns out to be bad, then what it really is, I'm gonna need you to relocate to be on the safe side. I'm a mess.
That you are, but moving on to Representative Jasmine Crockett. Now,
I wish she represented me.
This is something you didn't see, but I caught. So Representative Crockett is out of Texas, and she has been out here working, y'all. Okay, so this kind of slid underneath our nose, but she introduced the No Presidential Payments Act. Okay, so what that does is it prohibits the Department of Justice or any federal agency from using taxpayer funds to cover settlements, reimbursements, or any other costs tied to investigations into the president, their family, or their businesses.
Because this man just asked for $230 million from the Department of Justice, the Department of Justice that he controls. So basically, he's telling the person that worked for that he put in the Department of Justice over the Department of Justice, hey, give me $230 million. And then that person be like, yeah, here you go. And just give Trump $230 million of taxpayer money that goes to his personal bank account. What are we doing? If that's not corruption right there, I don't know like how much more evidence we got to put in these MAGA people faces of corruption within the government, within Trump.
Yeah, so I'm really kind of excited on hearing that. Hopefully it gets passed. I feel like it should get passed. But I don't know if they will pass it while Trump is in office. You know how they do.
I think they're gonna wait until they're able to pick up more seats, because if they can pick up more seats and take control of the House and stuff, then it can still get passed. And then even if Trump try to veto it, they can still figure out a way to send it back to him. Like, you're going to pass this damn bill. You're going to sign this law. So yeah.
So that's kind of exciting. So let's get into Hurricane Melissa, which just went through the Caribbean this past week. It was being heavily reported about Jamaica being in this path because Jamaica was going to be the first landfall, and it was a Category 5 at that time. Okay. So as of today, when I was reading the report, about 60% of the island is without power, and only 35% of the mobile phone sites are operational. Okay.
Before and after, like they show from space, like all the lights and stuff on the island. Then before and after, and how dark it was, I was just like, wow.
Mm-hmm. So Hurricane Melissa made landfall after it left Jamaica. It hit Cuba, the Bahamas, and Bermuda. So the death toll in Jamaica right now, as of earlier this morning, was 28 people in Jamaica. I do not have the death toll for the other areas. But we have a clip. So we're going to take a look.
So right now we're looking at this is worse than Katrina. This is Montego Bay.
That's really unfortunate. There are many outlets that you can donate. So Jamaica can get some aid. And don't act like that, y'all, because all of y'all I'm finna go to Jamaica. Well, Jamaica wasn't on. It ain't there no more. So they need to rebuild if y'all want to keep on going to Jamaica. So help them out.
I visited Jamaica. I've been to Montego Bay in Jamaica, and it's a very beautiful place. But from the houses that I seen there, like the house that the actual people who live there live in, the ones that I seen, those are not made to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. And I remember I was scrolling on TikTok, and I remember seeing it was like a shark swimming down what was used to be a street that was turned into like a river, a freaking shark. And it is crazy. Prayers for Jamaica. One day I do hope to go back and visit Jamaica one day, but that's just crazy. The devastation over there. So I have two more things before we go, and it looks like we're doing quite good on time right now too. So the New York Post posted a video of a police officer in Baltimore trying to run down a civilian. And I am going to play that video for you right now. Video.
Yeah, what's your reason to stop me? You ain't even got no reason to stopping them, bro. Hey, yo, walk off, Trey. You hit the alley, yo. Go ahead, Trey, walk off, yo. You geeking. You ain't even got no reason to stop me. Hey, yo, what the f***? You gonna hit him with the car? Yo, what
In the
f***,
running
bro?
field,
Yo, hell no, yo.
Also has no care for even other civilians that
Come back this way, yo.
no care in the world. Driving on the sidewalk, he's trying to run over, literally run over the man.
Yo, geeking, bro.
Hey man, run.
That's his dumb ass. Dummy. Dumb. You dumb as You dumb as You crashing it all that. You really crashing out, bro.
He crashing.
Go ahead, dumb. Really crashing out, bro. You crashed his car and all that, bro. You really trying to hit my mind, bro. You really trying to hit, bro, with the car and all that. Oh, hell no.
Baby.
So why was he? Do we know why that person was being questioned by the police officer?
I have no idea whatsoever why that.
It don't matter. It don't matter no more.
Like sidewalks, like he have no care in the world for the other pedestrians that was in the area. You just hop in your car and just start driving like you lost your motherfucking mind. Like, really, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So
that was crazy when I seen that.
I feel like we haven't done this part of the show in a while, so I gotta get excited. So I'm gonna do this part. So I came across this clip and I was like, I gotta share this with the people. I didn't know how to introduce this or really bring this in. So like I'm just gonna call it the video of the week and I was gonna play it for the people. So I'm afraid to play the video for y'all right here. So here we go.
I need to save it first, make sure I don't lose the video.
Faster!
The audio is
Oh gosh.
in a minute. It's
Oh.
You can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
yeah, okay. Okay. So
That cannot be okay. Somebody needs to take that slide
Mommy,
down.
you teach the phone.
So the city said they kept getting these letters and emails and calls about this slide saying, hey, you guys need to come out and check out the slide. Kids are getting hurt. It's very dangerous. You guys need to send somebody out. So they sent out a police officer like, hey, can we keep getting these, which is the police officer y'all saw in the first clip. Hey, we keep getting these calls about the slide. So like, you just go and check it out. So this officer goes check out the slide. He goes down the slides, and as you can see the video, you saw the results. And this slide is located in Boston, by the way. So it is crazy because it's just this whole slide thing has gone viral on TikTok. Now a lot of adults have been showing up to this slide, going down the slide. I hope they don't fix it. Because that cop looked like he got drug on his face when he came out that slide.
I was not expecting that.
Oh, okay. We reached that point in the show. So let's head into final thoughts.
Look, Mommy.
Whew, okay, my final thought is people need to make better decisions about the people they elect to represent this country. Prayers goes out to the people that were devastated or affected by the hurricane in Jamaica. I still hate the bike lanes. I feel like people should ride their bikes on the sidewalk. I hate when the people who ride their bikes holding up traffic. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all about the pumpkin spice. So you haven't seen my TikTok. Women who drink pumpkin spice lattes cannot drive. No matter how many safety features they put in a car, these women would still have an accident. Let me tell y'all what happened real fast. So I was merging onto the highways, 2 lanes to merge onto the highway. There's one lane that says you're going towards the south of the city. This other one saying you're going towards the north of the city. So I'm on the side of this car. This lady has an orange triangle on her mirror, was telling her, hey, there's a car on the side of you. And this heifer still proceeds to turn on her left turn signal because I'm on the left side of her. She turns on her left turn signal. So I see that orange triangle. It's just flashing. It's flashing. Hey, it's a car right there. Heifer, it's a car right there. And then I know it's beeping at her because when I do it, mine's beep at me too. And it give me a little orange thing on my dashboard too. To let me know, hey, it's a car right there. You about to crash. This heifer still proceeds to merge. Like the pumpkin spice latte drinking women cannot drive. And that's my final thought.
My final thought is don't wake up and choose violence like Martell. I don't know what he was on this entire episode. It was all over the place. And we gonna put him down in a home somewhere. He's gonna take a nap after this podcast. It's clearly past his bedtime. He done lost his mind.
Can I help you?
Okay, and we're gonna make sure he take his old man bed. And that is my final thought.
What do you mean? I ain't been on one. So I'm tired of people saying I've been on one today. I haven't been on one. I'm normal. I'm finally getting into my wines. Because I have 1,000 bottles of wines. I might as well start drinking them. But yeah, this has been Same Cast Different Day podcast.
Bye.
Here we go. Scan the QR code will take you to our direct.me page where you can go find our social media pages. And I actually go to our merch store. You can buy like Same Cast Different Day merch stuff. We got shirts, we got cups, we got tumblers, we got dog clothes, baby clothes, bumper stickers,
shot glasses,
you name it, we got it. So make sure y'all head over to our merch store and purchase some Same Cast Different Day podcast merch, and then check out our social medias. And then don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like what we're doing here, and so that way we can keep up with the work that we do. You know, and make some money off it. You know, it's hard out here for him. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Same Cast Different Day podcast, and we see you all on the next episode.
Bye.